Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful day. As you know, I'm your host, Grimalkin, and you've tuned back into Whisker Whispers Tale of a VTuber. Today we have Madameuniverse.
Hello, hi.
How are you doing today?
I just woke up. I'm feeling okay.
I know I am too. I'm over here slapping myself trying to get up.
I have not even had like a morning cup of coffee or anything. You can probably tell how my voice is too. Like, oh wow, she sounds tired. But I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good.
I definitely should have took like an ice bath before that. Before this, you know how people like get up and like they dunk themselves and everything.
Jeez, oh my God, ice?
Yeah,
I
they,
could
they do
not
like
do
an ice
that.
bath just to like jolt them awake. I don't know if I could do it. I've only done it like once in my life, but maybe I will. That'll be like my pregame. I don't know.
Just like dunk yourself in like a fucking tub full of ice water. Nah, I could not do that.
All right, let's get into it. What
Mhm.
inspired you into becoming a variety VTuber, and how did your journey begin?
Ooh, great question. Right away out the gate.
Yeah, floodgates. We weren't giving you nothing easy.
No, yeah, no, no. So the inspiration, I would have to say, might have been my brother. Yeah, my older brother, because he's always been pushing me to be more creative and like follow and creative mindset, a creative like passion I always had. Like even though since we were kids, I was always like very creative and wanted to like do stuff and like I always had like ideas of like making videos or like being entertaining or making people laugh. So I guess that led to me being a VTuber because he
Okay.
kept pushing because he kept like not like aggressively pushing me like you just fucking go in the morning and be like, hey, do this now, do this now. It's not like that, no. No. It's just more like gentle nudges and like resources he would give me on like what goes into VTube and what goes into streaming and I just took that and I applied it to like what I've done when it comes to streaming. And
Okay.
how did my journey begin as a VTuber? So I didn't start out as a VTuber. I started as like a regular streamer, but no face cam. I didn't have a
Oh,
face
okay.
cam. So I started streaming entirely 4 years ago,
Mm.
around October of 2020. Fucking first year of 2020. Jesus Christ.
I mean, everybody was home, so it makes sense.
Yeah. No, everyone was definitely at home during that time. So yeah, but I started streaming around that time. Uh, got like a grasp with it, but I didn't really like gain like any concrete attraction or attention until like I would say yeah last year when I by chance win a contest, win a raffle on like, hey, if you win this raffle, you get a free PNG tuber model. And
Oh.
I won it, thankfully, and by the time I won it, I had like a ref sheet
Mm-hmm.
and later in that month I got my very first VTuber model. And yeah, ever since then I've just been a VTuber.
That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. It's very serendipity about everything. And I was like, I am very lucky I got here at all.
It was low key meant to be the way everything planned out, if you think about it.
I mean, it's weird that you put it that way, but like, kinda is. Like, if I kind of see it that way.
Yeah, I don't know if you believe in fate, but it's mixed in there.
Mm-hmm. I can see how.
Yeah. How has being a transgender VTuber shaped your experience in the community?
I met so many other people like fellow trans people in the VTubing community where we just like shared stories and shared experiences and shared like tips and pointers about how to like survive and function in this community. So far, I haven't had any drama. Haven't had any like uh bad relationships or bad stories I can talk about people. So far, it's just been pretty chill, pretty smooth sailing. I've made a lot of cool and neat friends along the way of being a VTuber,
That's
and
good.
uh, so yeah, it's still fingers crossed,
Don't want to jinx
fingers
it.
crossed. No jinxing or anything. No, God no, jeez. but
Mm-mm.
it's pretty much been like a pretty positive time in the community for me, and I'm glad it's been positive.
That's really good. I'm happy to hear that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What challenges have you faced in your VTubing or life journey, and how did you overcome them? Wait a minute. Yeah.
Ooh, I think like that that one stretch where you kind of get like you feel like you valued, like it started off like okay, you have like the the model debut of the new model, but then like it's you hit like a valley where like you try to think to yourself, well, it's not anything yourself, like it's just that little brain gremlin in your mind where you just think to yourself, man, I'm not getting a lot of people to show up. What am I
Yeah.
doing wrong? Or I'm like, am I not getting attention? And just like no, just like that weird things, like not just streamers. Think like anyone who's like a content creator or like a creative person
Mm-hmm.
just just go through. Like they go through
That self
that peak
doubt.
of that, yeah, that self doubt and that valley of like thinking to yourself, this might not work, or you might not get the attention. But then like you just keep going through it, and you talk to people and you ask others like, hey, how do you overcome it? And they give pointers to you, and be like, hey, why don't you try this, why don't you try that,
Mm-hmm.
like network. But do the type of networking that's not like solely for business. It's like network while also trying to like make a friend, because like I think it's like the best kind of networking you can do as a
Mm-hmm.
streamer or VTuber. It just honestly just make friends with people and just like mingle and talk to other people and just like see how they do it, and they learn from you and you learn from them, and yeah, you can overcome that. It won't be easy.
No.
It will not be easy. You'd be just like, fuck, how long is this gonna last? But like, it won't last long.
No,
It will
usually
never last long.
usually not. I mean, I know when I first started off, and like, of course, you always get deterred sometimes. You're always just like, oh, is this for me? I don't feel like I'm being
Hmm.
stagnant. I'm not moving. But then, usually, what works for me is I have to like have that shower pep talk, where you're sitting there and
No.
like you're on the brink of like crying, falling down the wall, but you're just like, no, I'm gonna push through.
No, I can overcome this.
For real, like so dramatic. It's just like, you just gotta roll with the punches. And usually, if you just keep going, it comes out better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What led you to embrace your furry, embrace being a furry?
Embrace your furry.
I'm so sorry.
You embrace your inner furry. How
That's
do you
right.
feel?
You know when I said it, you know what I imagined? You ever see that I quote this in my day-to-day life so much, that alpha meme where the werewolf's on the floor ripping his shirt off? Embrace your inner furry.
Embrace your inner alpha.
For real. And how does that tie into your VTuber identity?
Oh, so like it's strange because I think like me being like the tiger was like this year, like recent,
Oh,
and like
okay.
oh my god, and so like what led to me embracing like being like a tiger VTuber was like I saw one of my friends get like a PNG model from an artist who I currently like know. Her name's Sarah,
Mhm.
and I like the art style so much, but I thought to myself, okay, by the time I have the money, I'm going to commission them for a furry model. But the question is, like, what do I pick? Because, like, it's just mostly I don't want to be like, the wolf number
Yeah.
5,000 or like, I don't want to be a wolf. I didn't want to be a dragon at the time. So I kind of think to myself, what can I do that's both a piece of me and just kind of like unique that you don't see a lot? And it all boiled down to like being like a VC call with a bunch of friends I'm currently friends with, and they started talking about like the year they were born. So I looked up the year.
Oh, I see where you're going. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you looked up the year I was born, and I was born in the year of the tiger. So I thought
Mhm.
to myself, a tiger. A tiger works. So I DM'd them like, hey, can you make me like a model in your style, and here's such and such, like here's what I wanted to be. I
Mhm.
told them tiger, and I told them how I want the fur pattern to be, and I debuted the new model on strangely enough my not my 3 year stream, but my first year as affiliate.
Oh,
My
okay.
affiliate anniversary earlier this year, I debuted it, and ever since then, people loved the whole tiger aspect of beer. Now, granted, I think it might be like the assets I have of the model. I think people love that, but like, no, I just, I just like the whole, like how much it has increased my attention, how people have reached out and wanted to like reach out to me and like
Collab.
collab, yeah, collab and all that stuff. And solely because like you have a cute tiger VTuber model, and yeah, I like that I'm a tiger, and I do like that I'm embracing more of like the furry fandom with
Some
me
might say
as a VTuber.
you're the eye of the tiger.
Oh my god.
I am the tiger. I couldn't. I'm so sorry. I was gonna work that in. As soon as you said tiger, I knew it.
Like I gotta work this in somehow. I got it.
I was sweating. I was like, where am I gonna put this in?
Where? How? Oh god.
I'm happy you shared that because I always wondered how people chose what their fursona was gonna be.
I first getting into the community, you'd think it's like a hard process and stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
honestly, it's just vibes. Honestly, it's just vibes on like what vibes with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I happen to chose Tiger. I'm not gonna say that Tiger chose me because like that. It's not like that.
You could
It's,
though. You
I
could.
could. I
It look
could
by
though.
if we're being honest, by birth, it chose you. Okay, chose you at birth.
Fuck, fuck, you right. You're
And
right when you
and
put it that way.
in this aspect and in this situation, it chose you at birth. You know
Fuck
what? I
yeah,
would do the
yeah.
same
I
thing.
see it like that.
If I was to ever do a fursona, I would do it too. But the year I was born, it's the year of the dog.
Oh, so you got that dog in you.
I I see how you remixing this on me. It's sad because I
Uh,
do go around saying that. I got that
mhm.
dog. I got that
You
dog
got
in
that
me.
dog in me.
I didn't even realize it, but you know what? When I say it next time, I'm gonna say it more literally.
Mhm.
Has anybody? I know this is off track, but has anybody done like a giraffe?
No, actually, at least I don't think so.
There you go. Whoever's listening to this is your sign. Your fursona is now a giraffe.
We gift this to you. Be a giraffe.
Yep, we're gonna do sparkles.
Oh.
Something like that.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
as a wrestling fan, who is your favorite wrestler and why?
My all-time favorite pro wrestler has to be Jeff Hardy. And cause like But by the time I started watching wrestling, I the first wrestler I saw was Jeff,
Oh my gosh.
and he was just different from like how like people would think like a pro wrestler would look like. Cause like most people think like a pro wrestler just like, oh, there's a big buff dude, short
Mm-hmm.
hair, white trunks and stuff like that. But no, Jeff had like Jinko jeans on, like the craziest armbands on, face paint, rainbow hair. He wasn't bulky, but he wasn't scrawny. He was like a good mix. He was fit, basically. He had a good fit to him, and he just did stuff differently than how other wrestlers did at the time. And I don't know, just it was just something about Jeff that I gravitated towards. Like he was just so different, but yet he was just him. Like it wasn't like a persona. Like the person I'm seeing is Jeff Hardy and 100% Jeff Hardy, and something like that I gravitated and like I don't know, it just was like one of my inspirations of like just just be myself and you can eventually you'll make it. You'll make
Mm-hmm.
it there by just being yourself in a way.
You don't know how happy I am you said that. Jeff Hardy is one of my faves.
Let's
And
go,
as soon
yes.
I had my phone open, I'll be 100% transparent. I had my phone open ready to Google so I could like, oh yeah, I know who that is. But as soon as I
Mm,
heard Jeff, I was like, oh my god.
yeah. I love him. He's always been like one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Like I don't have a tattoo, but if I were to get, I always said to myself, even as a kid, if I were to
Mm-hmm.
get like a tattoo, I'll get like a Jeff Hardy tattoo.
Bro, even down to like, you know how he would do like the facial hair and it would be like so sharp?
Oh
Oh my
yes,
gosh.
yes, and like the different times, like the different kinds of face paint he would do, just like
Mm-hmm.
just so creative, but yet so mind-bendingly
I
cool.
mean, he had the mesh shirts and everything.
The mesh shirts, the armbands, the fucking the hair,
The
just
everything.
the everything too. Yeah, Jeff.
Even
Yeah,
like the
Jeff.
move he would do, where he would like jump off the stuff and just like
Oh
land on the
yeah.
people.
Oh yeah. He would. Jeff was always just the daredevil. He was always just like the daredevil of wrestling and like responsible for so many kids jumping off their roofs as
Oh my god,
kids.
my mom had to stop me from watching wrestling because she knew I was a daredevil. I made my brothers help me climb up a tree once, pushed my brother out just to jump on him as we're falling in the air. So
Oh
when she introduced me to wrestling, she was just like, "You can't do this." And
no.
if I see you doing it, you're not gonna watch it anymore. So I watched how I handled myself. But
Yeah.
my follow up for that is, have you seen Nacho Libre, the movie?
I have when I was a kid, but not recently. But I have seen the movie.
That is always the question I ask people who watch wrestling. I have to ask if you've seen the movie.
Good movie. I think one of Jack Black's good movies from what I've seen.
It was pretty good, yeah. I like
Mm-hmm.
it. Where are we at? I always lose my place on the questions. How do you
Um,
balance how do you balance the various oh, I'm so sorry about choked. Ugh.
no, you're fine. You're fine. We'll fix it in post.
For real, edit that. Edit that. How do
Cut it out. Cut it
you
out.
how do you balance your various interests in your life? From VTubing to wrestling to furry culture.
Uh, I don't. It's just something I don't really think about. I just one day I just bound of like VTubing and stuff and like assets and like how to improve the stream, and then afterwards I just think like, okay, after the VTubing work done, I just put on some random wrestling stuff, like a random wrestling video, like past matches, even like a past show or
Mm-hmm.
something. Or even then, like during some streams I would talk about wrestling and bring up like past wrestling things and like just like share my love of this passion to other people who either fell out of it or are starting to get back into it, who have always been in it, or and just like seeing other people just like talk about wrestling with like the same type of passion they would talk about it. And it's been fun, honestly.
I can see that. All right.
Hmm.
It's like it just seems like it comes naturally.
Oh yeah,
It like
at
integrates
first,
in.
yeah, it integrates in, but at first it wasn't like that because it was just like a worriment of like, would people enjoy this? 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
for the longest time, I've had that struggle of like, would people enjoy me talking about this or bringing this up? But people have been coming and stopping by and listening to me talking about this, and yeah, it's been fun to do that. Now I can share more aspects of myself with the people I stream to.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are scared to like talk about their personal interests or stuff they like to do because people wouldn't like it. I know
Mm.
I had a hard time because I grew up with brothers, so the things that I liked, they weren't really liking. So I learned how to kind of like not share it as much. You know, you kind of
Mm-hmm.
you choose to share interests with people you're around, so like you have something like a common ground. But then when it came to streaming, it was like I was like I don't want to use the term, but vomiting it out. And I was just like, I like this. And people were like, yeah, I do too. And I was like, ah.
And you just be like, wait, really? There's people like this other than me?
Yeah, or like my opinions that I would have like on video games and stuff. People were like, I always felt that way. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah. No, totally. I love that feeling when you just like you first start sharing your passion and people more and more either be like, "Oh, I never thought of that," or people would be like, I exactly know how you feel," and just like, it feels good.
Mm-hmm. It's like that feeling when your pillow's all cold.
Yeah.
What's the best part of being a variety VTuber, and how do you decide on the types of content you create?
Honestly, the best part of being a variety VTuber, just like you're not tied down to just one thing. Like you're not like a Pokemon streamer where you can only stream like Pokemon adjacent things, or like you're not like a D&D streamer where you only play like D&D related things. No, you just have
Mm-hmm.
like it's you just have kind of like a blank canvas in a way, like a blank check, a blank canvas of like what you can do and how you can like curate your streaming life, your streaming channel, like your Twitch stuff. Like you curate that to your own interest, and well, first and foremost, you curate it with the sole purpose of like make this entertaining for people to also want to watch more of this. Like
Mm-hmm.
one day you could be playing a game, one day it could be just like you watch videos and react with other people. One day it's just like a silent stream where you just like you just play the game, you just mute your mic, you play chill music, and everyone just like comes in a vibe with you. Like different things can happen since you have like a wide variety of
Mm-hmm.
it, and with the sole purpose of like make sure this is both fun for me and entertaining for the people stopping by, hopefully.
Yeah, I feel like it's good to have a niche, but when it comes down to like only playing one type of game or one game in general, personally, if you guys see me doing that, I'm making millions or I'm making like a hefty bag because I get bored of stuff not quickly, but once I've done it enough, I need a break. So if you see
Mm-hmm.
me playing one game straight, either a goal was met or I'm getting paid. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I gotta get that back somehow.
Yeah, for real. What's your all-time favorite game to stream or play off stream?
There's been plenty of games I've been playing off stream, though. Mostly just like, recently been playing some Resident Evil games since I'm a huge fan of Resident Evil.
Ooh.
I've just been playing some of those recently in my off time. Besides that, like, usually I would like turn on Elden Ring for a couple minutes and play that. And yeah, that's about it, really. Just like either just the games I've been playing recently, just like Elden Ring, Resident Evil, and maybe some like Subnautica.
Mm. I have a follow-up question to that then. It's not even on the list. Who's your favorite Resident Evil character?
Oh, it's fucking hard. Oh, this. uh, well, Leon. Leon's definitely
I
up
knew
there.
it.
Leon is definitely up there. Claire's up there because I love Claire. Uh, Jill, Chris, certainly up there.
What about Ada?
I would say Ada from Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4. Her character in 6 is non-existent. it's not there. There's no character. Ada is just boring to me in 6. So I usually like, if I talk about Ada as much as like just like her from like 2 and 4, because that's when she is like more interesting to me.
I get that. I know I played and beat actually a Resident Evil 1 game. I don't know which one it was. It was the one where like you started off on the helicopter.
I'm the helicopter.
Yeah, like you're trying to fly away or something like that, and then like the helicopter crashes in town. I think you were like I don't know where you were.
I think it might have been one of the Outbreak games.
I think, yeah, there were zombies.
Yeah, it might have been Outbreak, one of the Outbreak games. Because I know it wasn't like either the Revelation games, it might have been Outbreak.
Yeah, so I played and beat that, but then when it came, we tried to do for like, for Halloween, I tried to do the 7th one, which was, I think that's the one when you're in New Orleans.
That's when you're Ethan.
Yeah, couldn't do it. It was too much going on.
Oh yeah, 7 is a lot since it is also first person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that one.
No, definitely understandable.
Are you in any particular media show? Oh my gosh, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when words start to jumble?
Yes, definitely. I know that feeling so well.
It's just like, and I wear glasses, and I'm making sure I wore them today, and I'm just like
you try to make like a sentence in a point, but then you just start making word salad with your mouth. Yep. Yeah, I know that. I know that
like,
feeling.
It's like, no. I'm not trying to like jumble words today. No. Mm-hmm. Are there any particular media shows, movies, etc. that have a big influence on you as a person or a VTuber?
So, when I was younger, I would watch shows like the superhero shows like Justice League Unlimited, mm-hmm. like, and the Batman, and just solely for like the sole purpose of like, and Power Rangers too. I would watch the Power Rangers as a kid, and I just like the sense of like, I don't know, there was just something about them that they were just so flashy and over the top, but like at the end of the day, they liked. They didn't like. They just helped people because that's what they do. They helped people, Mm-hmm. Especially like watching like Power Rangers, because like it is flashy, it is over the top and all jump flippy and stuff, but like they do try their best to like save people the best they can. And with like Justice League or Justice League Unlimited, I kind of learned at a young age that like you don't really need a lot to be considered a hero, so I always took that to heart. Mm-hmm. When it comes to like just like music and stuff, I always like just listen to things that I just vibe with and like and kind of relate to, and just if it puts me in like a nice mood, I'll just listen to that.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I have a quick question. Like, we're going on tangents, but you know what? That just makes it the best. Look in your Discord. Is this the Batman you were talking about?
Wait. Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I need to take a breath of air. Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna rub this in my brother's face because he likes the Batman, the one where it was all dark and creepy and everything. This was the best Batman.
No, like legit, like I keep this Batman, and I love the fact that later, like nowadays, people are starting like give it the love and attention it rightfully deserves because like
Mm-hmm.
it's good. It's so good. Like even in like the first couple seasons where you can tell like it is trying to find an identity, but like even when it's trying to find its identity, it's still doing stuff different and unique enough that it stands out. And then by the time like you see Batgirl coming, then you see Robin coming, you slowly see like Bruce just like lower his guard and just be happy that he has these two sidekicks, like these two kids in his life. Like that's what I kind of love about Batman that doesn't really get like talked about. Like
You saw the
the whole
progression.
yeah, like it's weird because like usually Batman's like the loner or like the aloof one or just by himself, but like this is the Batman that enjoys working with people and enjoys like having the sidekick. Like at first he didn't. At first he didn't, especially when Batgirl was starting to come around. But like
Mm-hmm.
once he started to warm around Batman, like Batgirl, and then once he got Robin in his life, he can really tell that like he enjoys having these two around. And it's funny to think like so like this version of Batman did like the old see excuse me sorry
It's okay. Take
can't
your
explain
time.
too much. Yeah. So this one also did like the Batman Superman crossover, you know.
Mm-hmm.
hmm But it's weird that like fucking Batman was was the one pushing for like, hey, let's work together to stop this, and Superman was the one to be like,
I
nah,
was
I work alone.
so happy because Batman always got the worst rap. Everybody was like, Batman's just a hater. He's hating on Superman. No, not
No,
this time.
no, he recognizes what Superman is and what he represents. And even then, like in Justice League, when like they did the whole Superman died thing, Batman just like in a moment by himself, like reflected on what Superman meant to him because
Yep.
he does consider Superman a friend, like a best
Mm-hmm.
friend. And I like this version of Batman where he just like uh he just liked working with people. Like he'd like doing his own thing, but he in the end he did like working with people, and I like that. It's also a Batman that like it's not like what people have seen from Batman nowadays, especially like what recent comics did with
Mm-hmm.
Batman, or he just like oh he's a guy that can like solve everything and anything. Like no, it's they did Batman versus Dracula, and the first time Batman fought Dracula, he got his ass kicked.
That's
He
right.
got whooped. He got stomped.
He got reminded that he is a human.
Yes. And it's kind of like so refreshing and cool just to see him come out from under like an underdog and just kind of remind you like why people like and gravitate towards Batman.
Yep.
So
My
yeah, I love this version of Batman so much.
my only thing was I had two things about this Batman. One, he was a dilf. Don't care. And two, I don't care about what anybody says. In some universe, Batman and Superman had enemies to lovers. I don't care. I'll die on that.
No, that's a
They
good hill.
had a romance. And I will be looking up some fan fiction when we get done. Because it just reminded me of it. AO3, you know I'm coming. Alright. This is the last question before we do the VTubing Would You Rather.
hmm
What's your go-to comfort food when you're relaxing or unwinding after a stream?
Well, when I can afford it, like a nice pizza, like a nice pizza, or like some catfish, some fried catfish and some fries and stuff.
Ooh.
Like that's good. What else? Usually I would like go light, maybe like a yogurt or or a banana and stuff like that. But honestly, just like after a stream, after like with like a long stream, if any place are open, I try to order pizza.
I can see that. That's like a
Mm.
go-to.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know you didn't ask my ass what I like to eat, but I'm trying to think to my own self.
Mhm. That's fine. Like, what would you consider like a good comfort food after a stream?
Personally, butter chicken. But my mom doesn't make it.
Ooh,
She doesn't make it
ooh.
as much. I gotta like entice her, like mom, because she does like the homemade like flatbread that you're supposed to eat it with.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to like, mom, please, and beg her. But
Mother,
she's coming
please.
around. I try to get her sometimes, so I can just be like, mom, I would love some butter chicken.
I would enjoy some buttered chicken from time to time,
this
mother.
this would heal my soul.
This would heal me, mother, please.
For real. Okay, we're going into the VTuber Would You Rather. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready to would you rather.
All right. Would you rather have a VTuber model with an amazing design, but it's it has laggy tracking, or perfect tracking with a simple model?
I'll just go simple. Just like a pretty simple VTuber model. I don't want like all like the bells and whistles. I mean, I of course I want like like expressions and like neat effects, but like nothing too taxing on my PC to the point where it just starts uh verbally yelling at me that it's dying or like it's hurting. But no, like something pretty simple like that. I go for.
You know what? I just got like the weirdest like little mental flash or something. Oh my gosh!
Uh-huh.
Like it was, like how you be sitting in like just like a picture will flash in front of your eyes. I don't know why.
Uh-huh.
Would you
No, I get it.
Would you rather only stream with a PNG model or only use your voice mod forever?
I would go PNG because I did that when I first started streaming. Like I would just use my voice. I didn't have a PNG model or anything, not even a face cam. And yeah, definitely. I think like with like a PNG model, like a model in general, there's more interacting. Like there's like you can people can see when they come to the stream like the source where the voice is coming from, essentially.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more personal because you're putting like a
Yeah,
face to the voice.
yeah, exactly.
Would you rather be a VTuber in a fantasy themed world or a sci-fi themed world? That's a
I like
hard one.
that's a hard one. So like both are cool. Um, I might lean it towards sci-fi though, since like there is technology there.
I can see that. I would say fantasy because I like when I think fantasy, I think about like fairies and like
Mhm.
elves.
Like elves and orcs and stuff like that, even goblins.
Yeah, but that's like more woodland, so I can get behind what you're saying because like if it's sci-fi, they would have more tech.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have an avatar permanently stuck in a Halloween costume or a summer beach outfit?
Halloween. I go Halloween since
Really?
I was born in October and I was born in spooky month.
Oh, okay.
So
Happy
I'm just
late
kind of
belated
biased.
birthday.
Thank you, thank you.
Would you rather have would you rather collaborate with your favorite VTuber but have terrible Wi-Fi or stream solo with flawless internet forever?
Fuck.
Forever.
Uh, I've I've done I I've done both. I've done both of these things. Uh, I had more fun streaming with like the people I've streamed with, but like the internet was just always like a problem. Like it always
Mm,
like derail things and you just be like, ugh, this sucks. But then like streaming alone's fine, but just kind of like it really is like, can you make things entertaining by yourself? And it takes time, but it is doable. But it is much more easier to like have someone there to bounce off of.
I can
So
see that.
I would like pick like stream with my favorite VTuber, but just get like shafted by bad internet, I guess.
Would you rather your chat spams wholesome compliments or chaotic memes every stream?
Fuck. I had both happen too. I even have one time it happened in the same stream. Like, it started wholesome, then they just went unhinged. So, like, the wholesomeness is heartwarming, but the unhinged shit, it just kind of like you just sit there and be like, I had to read that. I had to say that out loud. That's in my chat now, and now that's in my head now. that's there.
I'm gonna roll over in bed and I'm gonna think about this.
Yeah, I had you sit on it. You just sit on that whole thing, be like, huh, that was said, and now I have to think about it. Cool.
Would you rather
Awesome.
would you rather be known for having the most creative lore or the most unique voice?
Unique voice, since when creating lore for my character, I currently think of anything. The whole lore is like I'm a tiger. That's it. That's the lore.
Eye of the tiger.
I'm the eye of the tiger. I'm a tiger from space. That's the lore.
No.
That's it.
You should work that in. The eye of the tiger.
I'll see if I can work it in, but nah, I would go with like having like a unique voice. Like I've been told that my voice is very relaxing to listen to, so yeah, I just been working on that. You know.
I have my ASMR that I have to listen to every night. I low-key need you to do a video of ASMR. Put that out. Yeah, I think it would do well.
Oh yeah.
Throwing some taps.
Get some little scratches on your ear.
Oh my gosh.
Now here's me blowing on your ear.
For real? Oh, you know the images that are coming to mind. It's like no. Would you rather? Oh my god. Would you rather your VTuber model have a very super detailed, realistic style, or a bright and exaggerated anime style?
I just got I like the fancy aspects. So I just go like the latter thing, like being like anime style, like being like incredibly designed like that. Yeah.
I can get behind that one. I think it would be a little bit weird to have like a hyper realistic.
Well, that's just me personally. I just kind of like the whole like embracing the fact that like I'm essentially a cartoon that's streamed for people.
Okay. And then the very last. Hold on. I'm trying to see. There's 3 questions I can pick from. I'm trying to see which one would be better.
Oh, the anticipation.
I know, right? It's like the edging of a lifetime. Would you?
Edging of a lifetime. Oh god. Oh shit. Oh my god.
I tried to be serious when I said it, but I couldn't. I wanted to be dramatic. Would you rather lose your avatar for a month or your voice for a week?
Fuck, I don't want to lose the avatar. That's the moneymaker.
I guess you're gonna have that voice be gone.
Yeah, the voice. I can just do like a week of silent streams, I guess.
Or you could do like, you know how some people do like the text to speech?
Oh yeah, I could try that.
Yeah, there's some VTubers who do that, and I'm like, I don't know how you could do it. I would mess up the typing.
I would. I'm not a good typer.
No,
I can't type.
I'm trash at spelling.
Same.
Even though I signed up for this VTuber spelling bee, by the time it comes out, it would already be done. But I signed up for it, and it's like, I know I'm gonna be out the first round. I told my family about it, and they were just like, "So you're gonna embarrass yourself?" And now I'm just gonna cope with that.
Okay, your first word is a spell apple. Okay, apple. Q?
I can see it. I can see it. Because, like, you got the pressure of it, too. So, like, you got, like, this heat lamp on your face. You're just like, no. All right, back to the questions. How did you first get into wrestling, and how did you stay passionate about it? Like, what made you stay passionate?
how I first got into wrestling, goes back to Jeff. Like the first episode I watched was like the episode of SmackDown when like Jeff Hardy came out to celebrate that he was the WWE champion. Then he cut like a very like by the numbers promo, but like the promo was like something I kept like needed to hear at the time. Then like I stayed glued to the TV ever since. And like after that first episode, I wanted to myself, how can I watch this again? Then I figure out, oh, it comes on every Friday. So every Friday I would continue watching SmackDown. And it went from like knowing like only a couple names, then or learning like the whole entire roster's name. Then after watching SmackDown for like a good couple weeks, I found out, oh, wrestling comes on Mondays, so
Yeah.
Mondays I'll watch it. Then it went from like just watching SmackDown to like watching Raw on Mondays, SmackDown on Fridays, and this was when late 2008, so they had ECW, so ECW was on Tuesdays, so I had 3 days of wrestling I could watch as a kid, and just learning new names and learning different wrestlers and like learning the shows and aspects of it. And what keeps me passionate is two things. Uh Meeting other fans and sharing other stories about wrestling and other passions about wrestling, and listening to the wrestlers themselves like speak about the business and like what goes into like a match and like how they like create the match and stuff. And honestly, just learning that like at the end of excuse me, at the end of the day, a pro wrestler is just like another person, because like another person that also faces struggles of like self doubt, imposter syndrome, and like worrying about like how they can like uh get noticed and thrive and strive in their business. So it is very it's just cool to know that like even like some like a pro wrestler also faces the same struggles that a VTuber faces essentially.
I can see.
Yeah.
Man, you actually got me really thinking about this.
Yeah.
I'm really thinking about it.
Yeah, it makes you wonder like when you think about like when you think about that, it's kind of like, oh yeah, now you just start to see like how they can also have like imposter syndrome. Food for thought. Food for thought.
It is, and I'm eating down.
I'm eating good on this food.
For real. How did if you could create your own wrestling persona, what would it be like?
I just go straight luchador.
Really?
I love the mask, like different kind of designs of like luchador mask in general. It's just a wide range of like different designs and aspects and inspirations behind like what goes into a luchador's mask. Plus, I kind of like the anonymity of it because like it's just like a mystery of like who is the masked person and what the whole deal is. And yeah, I would, if I had to create a wrestling persona, it'd be a luchador.
Is it sad that I thought when you started talking about the mask, I started thinking about like Dream.
No. Yeah, no, I gotta take my normal pills to be like Dream.
Bro, if I was a luchador, and like once I lost, because like sometimes when they lose, like they get unmasked.
Oh yeah, they put their mask on the line.
Yeah, I would literally start screaming like it was a part of my skin. I would be dramatic. Ah!
Oh yeah. Oh, that could be something. That could be something someone could do. Someone could do that. Like a luchador could do that.
I would be, and I would have like the fake blood capsules and everything. I would make it so dramatic. Oh yeah, we going hard.
Cool.
I'm traumatizing kids. I'm making some kids hype. I'm doing all of that.
You're making this more of an event with just the unmasking.
Yup. What's something about the VTubing community that you love and something you wish you could change? Or that would change just in total?
I love the whole sense of like, well, at least like the VTubing community I'm in, the sense of like no gatekeeping.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if something works for one VTuber, they share with their friends, like, hey, here's how I do it. Here's how you can like apply to your streams if this works and jives with you. And I like that, and I've done that myself. Like, I found a thing that worked with me, and I shared to others, and they incorporated that into their streams, and that's cool. I like that. And the thing I would wish I could change, like, just like more, just like all like the drama of it, like the petty drama that happens in the
Mm-hmm.
VTubing community. It's just kind of like, really, we're doing this? We're actually doing this right now? Okay, cool. We're doing this. Like, even I can't name like an example of like VTuber drama since I don't look for drama in general. I'm
Yeah.
not a drama person.
I like reading it.
No, understandable.
I mean, I said this before in a different podcast episode. You'll never find me responding or commenting on it, like
Mm-hmm.
online. But I definitely am in the loop.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
know what's going on, and I just hope it doesn't touch me.
Yeah, it's kind of like, wow, that's that is unfortunate. I just hope that I never have to go through something like that. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna deal with that.
I feel like I would just be dramatic, not in a bad way or like blowing stuff out of proportion, but with certain things, like especially if it's nothing big, but somebody's just trying to make something or get a rise out of you, at least have fun with it.
Hmm.
I would. I'm a goofy person, so I would try. I would try to have as much fun with it as I can.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Who knows? Might come out with a diss track. No, I would not do that. I'm just joking. But It was the first thing that came to my mind, so I had to throw it against the wall.
Yeah, just just your very own. They are not like us.
They're not like. What personal experience have shaped you the most on your VTuber journey?
Um, meeting my partners honestly has been one of like personal experiences that I very cherish about my VTubing journey. Like, I met the two partners that I'm currently with today. Met my girlfriend first, then a couple months later met my boyfriend, and been
Congrats.
they've just been constant pillars in my life that keep me going. And yeah, I wouldn't trade the world for them. And besides them, I have a bunch of friends that I've also met through VTubing. And yeah, it's been fun, and I'm enjoying that. I got a bunch of friends and two partners that I love very much.
That's always good.
Yeah.
Me over here alone.
God damn it.
I'm over here single. You rubbing it in.
Fuck. I didn't mean. I didn't mean it.
I'm over here rubbing my hand down the wall.
I
Oh,
was like, yeah, yeah.
that must
Cool.
be nice. What are some games you're excited to play in the future?
I think the next Resident Evil remake, or like the next line in the Resident Evil games. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
heard that the next remake, it's gonna be either Code Veronica or Resident Evil Zero, and I'm like very excited if either one of those gets the remake treatment. Because if they do, I'm gonna be on that shit like day one and play that day one.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I've been loving the remake so far that they've done so far. Then yeah, I would definitely like to play those in a heartbeat.
They do bring the heat. I like it.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Some of them I will have to play with the lights on, but I'm
Hmm.
enjoying it.
Yeah.
I am. I'm gonna watch a light cartoon when I get done. I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
Do you have any major dislikes either in media or in the VTuber space? What do you want to vent about?
Any major? Just trying to think like any major dislikes since uh, I can't really think of anything. I think like there's this whole thing about like it's just like fan presenting VTubers that like they can't show hip, which is like
Oh my gosh.
dumb.
I
Yeah,
hate
I
that.
don't, I don't, I don't like that. It's just like
I mean, it's the
out
most.
of all the things you can't show hip, okay, fine, cool.
It sounds just as bad as like in school. You can't show your shoulders. It's like what?
Who gets horny over his shoulder?
If it's that bad, everybody needs to wear like bracelets to cover their little wrists. They need to wear anklets, all that.
I not. I hate that all has, but I hate just like the aspect of like certain things VTubers have to like go through that like non-VTubers don't. Especially
Mm-hmm.
since like we still have hot tub streamers and fan presenting streamers that like actively
Yes.
have a camera below their waist. Like, I mean, to them, I just say like whatever you have to do to get that bag.
I
I
ain't
see it.
shaming nobody, but it's just
No,
like,
no shame, but it's kind of like the treatment non like VTubers go through is just kind of like it's unfair, you
mm-hmm.
know?
Have you seen the lube pool?
No.
Okay, well I gave you something to look up after this.
Okay, cool. Yay, research.
I know, right? Like you just type that in. Somebody told me about it, and I saw it, and I was just like, "You'll never be the same. It's all right."
Mhm.
How do you stay motivated when facing tough times or setbacks in the VTubing career?
I just kind of take like a breather and step back and just figure out what caused the setback and how can I fix it in the time frame of the fixing. Since like I've had times where like you stream in OBS and out of nowhere OBS disconnects multiple times and you just kind of figure yourself like how the fuck is this happening. I remember going to that like earlier this month or like 2 months ago and just kind of figure out, oh, I just have a bad internet connection or I have a bad signal. Great. How how do I fix this? And just gotta be like, oh, it's not really a thing you fix. It's just kind of like a thing you just have to go through from the time being.
Mm-hmm.
Womp womp.
You just gotta roll with it.
Yeah, just roll with it until you can find like a better service, which thankfully I have, and I'm glad. Find like a better service. It's like, uh, I do not wish that on like my worst enemy at all.
Yeah, internet is like the devil of VTubing. Or like I
Yeah,
would say like streaming in general. If that internet is ass, there's nothing you can
yeah.
do. You just gotta lay down and die.
Then sometimes just be like, oh, I forgot to update certain things on my PC, and I feel like an idiot the time being. But by tomorrow, everything's fixed. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What's your thoughts on the representation in both the wrestling and VTubing worlds, especially for the LGBTQ and furry communities?
We need more. Honestly, just like, well, not in like the VTubing sphere, more like in like the wrestling sphere. It's like more open, out and proud representation of being queer, and also, just embrace being a fairy would be cool. To like see like a couple wrestlers embrace the fact that they're fairies. It'd be interesting.
That would be cool.
Just like see like a wrestler in like in their full fursuit persona walk to the ring.
Imagine somebody getting to like smack the shit out of somebody with like the little fur paw.
Yes,
That'd be awesome.
yes,
I need to
that'd
see
be
that.
amazing. I need to see it too.
Now I'm like imagining it. I need that. Well, bro, you wait. You know what would be so cool
Mm-hmm.
is if they do if you like at the furry conventions, if they actually have a wrestling match.
Yes,
I need to see
they
that.
they need They need to. They need to do those.
I need
I
that.
wish.
Somebody get on that. I need to see it.
I need to see it too. That needs to be in my life. Like today, it needs to be in my life.
If you had to recommend one must-watch show or movie to your fans, what would it be?
And that, yeah, think about this. Like, yeah. What's the thing? I would say like the Mickey Rourke movie, The Wrestlers, on that list of must watch things to watch. That's on the list. I like Terminator 2 Judgment Day, just like the mix of like practical and special effects. Same with Mad Max Fury Road, especially Fury Road, because I think that does what T2 did, but in a better way, where it mixed practical and special effects and made it like a spectacle.
I tried to get into Mad Max, but I don't think I could get into it. Like, I watched like the Thunderdome or whichever one that was. I tried to get into it, but I don't know. It's weird because it has like the sci-fi with it, I feel. But I know the new one just came out, and I want to give that one a try because I've seen the clips.
I say definitely give the new one a try. I've been loving the new Mad Max, especially after Fury Road.
Yeah, I think I'll definitely do that
one. I will say the very first Mad Max is a slow movie. It's like it's just to show Max as a character and what his life is like before everything went downhill. Then once you watch like something like the sequel Road Warrior, then it starts to be like what people know what Mad Max is.
So you kind of like, they give you the backstory and then you kind of figure out what's going on.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Lastly, what advice would you give someone just starting their own VTuber or life journey, especially someone that might relate to your story?
My advice is just take it slow. Just like take it one stream at a time and don't try to like go into a thing being like you'll be an instant overnight success. You won't. You'll get burnt out of it immediately trying to achieve that. Just make it a hobby first. Make like a cool hobby that if you can make money off it, then make the money off your cool hobby. Then if you want to transition that hobby into like your main source of income, then by the time you make that decision, you'll have like the resources and the experience and the know-how to make it your main source of income. Then you'll just work at that and make sure you network with people, connect with people, talk with people, like help people along the way that help you along the way. It's like I don't like the whole kick the ladder out under yourself once you made it. No, just keep the ladder for other people trying to climb up, and even hold it steady for others trying to make their way up the ladder. It's like it's a marathon where everyone's trying to make it to the end. And I don't like the whole aspect of tripping someone over just so you can get ahead. Now, just help each other out when it comes to VTubing, since everyone has the same mindset of like they love doing this and they want to make this their main source of income. So helping others along the way will help you along the way too.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Doing stuff with other people is always the best. I know I had my struggles with it and I'm getting better. But helping other people and just like networking in general is always the best. Yes.
Can't agree more.
Alrighty. Thank you everybody who has tuned into this episode of Whisper Whispers Tale of VTuber with me and madameuniverse. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, thank you for having me. This was fun.
I had a great time. And I will see you guys next Monday with our next surprise guest. It's a surprise because I don't know who it is. Woo!
Ooh, I love surprises.
I know, right?